Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia, that's me. And whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's class is a stretch and breathe practice. So really it's in the name. We're gonna do some stretching, some breathing practices to really find a mellow moment in your day. So whenever you're ready, let's get on the mat. Let's begin today in our child's pose. So when you're ready, coming through hands and knees. Knees will open wide, big toes will come together. And slowly sit your hips towards your heels as you melt your forehead down towards the mat. It's okay if the hips do not meet your heels, just feeling that heaviness back through the booty as you lengthen through your spine and relax down towards your yoga mat. Inviting your awareness towards your breath here as you breathe in and out through your nose. Finding this smooth, steady rhythm of breathing that feels natural to you. Breathing in and out from head to toe. Feeling that expansive inhalation as breath fills your body. And that sweet release as breath moves out through your nostrils. And as we take a few more breaths here, I really encourage you to investigate lengthening your exhalation without any force, any strain, just allowing that exhale to extend a little bit longer than your inhale. In doing so, activating a bit more of that parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest, to help you really drop into this relaxing moment. When you're ready, we're going to bring a little movement back into the body, starting slow. From this child's pose shape, begin to walk your hands over towards the right edge of your mat. Lengthening out through left fingertips, feeling that stretch through your left side waist. Sending a little extra breath into that left side of your rib cage so that you're breathing not just front to back, but also side to side. Big expansive breath in, helping you stretch a little bit more. A nice relaxing breath out. Slow, smooth exhale. As you're ready, gently walking your arms back through center and then journeying all the way over to that left edge of your mat. This time finding that length through your right side waist. Once again, finding your breath here, helping you get a little bit deeper into the stretch. Notice how you feel on this side as you breathe in and let it out. Back through center when you're ready, back through that child's pose. And then with your next natural inhale, let that breath bring you up, coming to hands and knees in your tabletop position. Shoulders just about over the wrist, maybe slightly behind, as your hips are over top of your knees. Let's move through a few rounds of our cat and cow, taking your breath in to draw your shoulders back and lift your heart. With your breath out, round your spine and tuck your chin towards your chest. Inhaling again to stretch through the front body, arching your back. And exhaling to feel that length through the back body, dropping your tailbone down. Just one more like this, inhaling into your cow and exhaling into your cat. Now as you inhale this time, nice long spine, crown of your head forward, tailbone back. With your exhale, turn your head over your right shoulder as you swing your hips to the right side of your mat. So once again, feeling that stretch for the left side waist, breathing front to back, side to side. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly switch to the other side, looking over your left shoulder, swinging hips to the left. With your breath, as you're ready, inhale, swinging over to the right. And exhale, swing over to the left. Just one more like this. Inhale, feeling that side body stretch. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhaling back through center. Nice, strong tabletop position. If you need a moment to come off the hands, please feel free to sit back, roll it out a little bit, and then meet us back together in all fours. Tucking your right toes behind you. Take your next inhale to slide your right heel back and feel a little stretch back through your right calf. Keep pressing up away from the mat with your hands as best you can, keeping some integrity here, keeping you supported. Then stay right here today, or really find some core support, lifting navel to spine, and use that strength to hover that right foot off the mat. Again, stay right here, or if you want to add one last little piece, we can sweep the left arm forward, finding our spinal balance. Breathing in, nice, long, smooth inhale. Breathing out, nice and slow with that exhale. You got it. One more inhale here. With your exhale, gently release that left hand down if you had it lifted. And let's swing that right foot forward, stepping all the way up to the top of your mat. Hands can help you get there if you'd like. And we'll walk that right foot towards center so that hands can frame the foot. Settling into a low lunge here, please feel free to wiggle around a little bit if that feels nice. And we'll meet with fingertips on the mat or perhaps lifted onto blocks if that feels more spacious today. Taking an inhale into your lunge. And with your exhale, begin to rock your hips back, lengthening that right leg any amount. We're going to move with the breath. So as you inhale, rock it forward, lift your heart. And exhale, send it back. 3 more times. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Beautiful. Really move with your breath as we do this 2 more times. Letting your breath motivate your movement. So starting the breath first and then starting to move versus moving and then the breath coming along as an afterthought. Awesome. Inhale, rebend that front knee, come forward towards your lunge. Now planting that left palm, next inhale, we'll sweep your right arm to the sky. As you exhale, hug your shoulder blades together on your back, finding your twist. Maybe walking that right foot a little wider, even turning the right toes out and dropping that left hip down if that feels nice. And then stay right here or start to circle through that top arm as you exhale, dropping the arm down. As you inhale, sweeping out and up. Finding your breath here. Even if breath isn't matching up with movement, just allowing that sweet, steady rhythm of your breathing to really fill the space of this pose. Awesome. And as we explore here together, we'll take one more inhale. With your exhale, unwind your twist, bringing your right hand back down. Let's slide that right knee back to meet the left and just sit it back, either coming to a comfortable seat on the knees or bringing it all the way onto your booty if that feels better for you. Sitting tall here, just giving ourselves some time to come off the hands and knees. Lifting the spine, take a breath in and breath out. Awesome. That left leg is going to stretch out in front. When you're ready, right foot will stay to the inside of the left thigh. Take an inhale now to reach your arms up tall. As you exhale, reach your chest forward as if you were trying to grab onto those toes. was gonna say bite your toes, but that feels a little bit like weird and aggressive. So reaching to grab onto your toes, even if you don't actually hold on to them. Keep lengthening forward as that left knee bends a little or a lot, and you start to melt your chest over your thigh. Stretching through the back line of that left leg in your Janusirsasana. Letting your hands come down wherever it's most supportive, whether that's onto the mat, perhaps onto your leg. Let's take another full breath in here. And let it out. Inhaling to slowly lift yourself back up. And now with your exhale, taking a gentle twist, turning to face that right knee. Right fingertips can drop back behind, left hand coming onto the thigh. And as best you can, see if you can keep your hips rooted. So rather than letting your entire body turn towards the right, just finding that twist coming from the rib cage. Beautiful. Now you have the option to stay right here for today, or we're gonna add a little side bend as well. So I like to use that left hand to really anchor down the right thigh. That left leg is gonna stay active, so some power through the leg, maybe flexing the foot. As you next inhale, sweep that right arm to the sky, and with your exhale, reach up and over, finding your side bend. Notice if you begin to collapse your chest down in order to try and grab the foot, and instead see if you can keep this lift, this lightness through the heart, even if that means your hand gets really far away from grabbing your toes. We're not here to meet any certain aesthetic or look. We're here to find what really feels sweet in your body today. Beautiful. Let's take another inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Using your next inhale to lift you back up nice and slow, coming back through that gentle twist, turning back through center. And let's cross the legs, come over onto hands and knees once again and investigate the other side. Beautifully done, finding that planting of the palms, stacking of hips over knees. Tucking your left toes when you're ready, slide it back into that calf stretch. So noticing once again if that left hip wants to open up, see if you can keep that left hip down in line with your right. Gently stretching back through that left heel. And then maybe today lifting that left foot to hover if that feels good. If you want to add on one more time, reaching the right arm forward. Finding a strong spinal balance here. A little balance between stretch and strength as you need that support to keep you lifted, but we're also still looking for a really nice stretch from fingers to toes. Let's take another inhale here. With your exhale, gently drop your right hand. Swing that left leg forward. Let's step the left foot up in between your hands. So coming into your low lunge on this side, maybe a little wiggle as you get settled. And then anchoring down through your left foot, letting your left toes relax as best you can. Fingertips to the floor, maybe onto blocks as you inhale here. With your exhale, begin to rock your hips back and lengthen through your left leg any amount. Moving with your breath just as we did before, take an inhale to rebend your front knee. Hips drop as heart lifts. And then exhale, rock it back, keeping a softness in the left knee as you fold. 3 more times. Inhale, coming forward to your lunge. And exhale, rocking back. Really sweet for the hips here as you inhale forward. Exhale back. Just once more on this side. Inhale to your lunge. And exhale to that half split shape. Beautiful. With your next inhale, rebending your front knee, coming forward. This time planting your right palm and taking your inhale to sweep open into your twist. With your exhale, think about pushing from your right hand, your left foot, giving you a little extra lift. Maybe that left foot even walks a little bit wider to the left edge of your mat. Stay here, or let's start to circle through that top arm. Just adding a little sweet movement for the shoulder as you breathe. Remember, breath does not necessarily have to match movement here. Just making sure you're continuing to breathe. That steady pace, that nice, slow, smooth, extended exhale. And let's take one more breath in here. As you breathe out, gently release that twist. Come back through center. Beautiful. Let's slide that left knee back. Walk your hands back to sit back onto your heels or come onto your booty. We all will eventually meet on the booty, so if you want to make your way there now, feel free. We're going to pause for a full breath in and breath out. Beautiful. Extending your right leg out in front of you this time, let's bring left foot to the inner thigh. Sitting up onto your sits bones, those little bony points on your booty. From there, rooting down so you can lift up tall, inhaling to sweep the arms up. Exhale as you reach forward and melt over your right thigh. Right knee bent a little or a lot, so you feel a sweet stretch in the back of the leg without too much strain or force. So you'll notice that as you get into these poses, when you find a place where you feel the sensation, when you feel the stretch, you don't actually have to push your body further to really dig into that benefit. Instead, if you find that edge where you feel the stretch without any pain, without any force, then instead your breath can enter the equation here, and that breath can actually give you that deepening of the stretch. So we're just here for one more round of breath in this shape, but let's take a nice big inhale. And that slow, smooth exhale. Inhaling to slowly sit back up. And this time with your exhale, finding that gentle twist, turning towards your left knee. So staying heavy down through that left knee, left hip as you turn your chest to the side. Left fingertips can be behind you as a nice little kickstand here. And you have the option to keep it here or turn this into a side bend. So active through the right leg, still rooting down through those sits bones. With an inhale, lifting your left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, reach up and over. Can you keep your chest turning up towards the ceiling as you reach? Giving you this expansion, this lightness. And feel that stretch into your left side body. Breathing into the left side ribs and waist, just as we did in our child's pose at the start of practice. So remember, we're not just breathing front to back, but side to side as well. And that real 360-degree breath going on. If you're feeling good in the stretch, feel free to stay longer, but if you're ready, next inhale is going to lift you back through center. Exhaling, coming back through that gentle twist, left fingertips come down. One more breath in here, and then as you breathe out, unwind fully, coming back through center. Nice, this time left leg will come out to meet your right, and let's scoot ourselves towards the middle of the mat. Giving you some space so that you can roll all the way down onto your back, coming to rest on your yoga mat. Let's start with knees bent, feet planted. If you would, meet me there. Feeling as your feet anchor to the mat, that can help you to relax through the pelvis, through the low back. And when you're ready to do so, draw that right knee in towards your chest. Hands can come to the back of your thigh or your shin to give it a little squeeze. Maybe even rolling your right ankle or stretching through the toes. Let's take this into our half happy baby. So opening that right knee nice and wide towards your right armpit. Hand either at the back of your thigh or reaching up towards your foot as you gently draw your thigh down towards the mat. I like to keep my left hand on top of my left hip as just a little reminder, a little weight down towards the earth to keep that left side grounded as you open through the right. As best you can, relax your right toes, your right fingers. Let's take another full breath in and complete breath out. Slowly transitioning here, we'll move that right ankle to the top of your left thigh. Still encouraging that right knee to open out, this time opening away from your body as we make now this number 4 shape with the legs. Starting to feel this into that outer right hip. If this feels good, stay right here. If you're not feeling a lot of sensation, you want a little bit more, then please lift your left foot, reach between the legs, and grab onto the back of your left thigh. Gently, gently here, encouraging that stretch for your outer right hip. Letting that right knee lengthen away from you as you breathe. Just like before, really sending your breath into the stretch to help you go deeper. And let's take another inhale here. With your exhale, gently unwind, taking your time, bringing right foot down next to your left. Let's see how the other side feels. So left knee coming into your chest. Taking a moment here, perhaps rolling through your ankles, stretching through your toes. And when the time feels right for you, we'll take this into our half happy baby, opening the hip, bringing your hand either to the back of your thigh or reaching up towards your foot, and gently drawing the leg down. Maybe right hand to the right hip as a reminder to stay rooted here. Really opening up through the inner line of the left leg. Notice how you feel here. If you can really allow yourself to drop into a space that is a little bit more restful and easeful. Letting go of any need to force or effort or strain as best you can. Let's take another inhale here. Exhale completely. And as you're ready, transitioning, left ankle meets the top of your right thigh, lengthening your left knee away from you, set up for that figure 4. If this feels like a nice stretch for your hip already, stay right here. Or you can lift your right foot, reach for the back of your thigh, and hug in. Be gentle with yourself here as you stretch. Allowing your spine, your shoulders, your head and neck to stay relaxed. Unclenching your jaw, unfurrowing your eyebrows. Let's stay for another full breath in. Using your breath out to slowly unwind, release, bringing left foot down next to your right. I invite you now to place one hand over your belly, one hand over your chest. And let's end our time together here with just a few more moments to be and breathe. So as you inhale, feeling your breath moving through your belly, your rib cage, your chest, creating this big, expansive breath. And as you exhale, feel this release through your chest, your rib cage, your belly, letting that air go through your nostrils. Again, big expansive inhales into belly, into ribs, into chest. Feel that front, back, and side body breath. And exhaling, feel that release, that drop of the chest, the ribs, the belly. Just a couple more times here, inhaling into your belly, your ribs, your chest. Exhaling from your chest, down through your ribs, through your belly. Breathing in. And breathing out. I invite you to stay here with your breath for as long as you'd like here today. Perhaps you choose to stretch out into a shavasana or take a seated meditation at this time. This is where I will leave you for now to enjoy the rest of your practice. I thank you so much for meeting me on the mat. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. Namaste. Be well.